Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? We got a brand new week here on the Sports Drive on the Arena Sports Network, the most dysfunctional, out of control, non-politically correct sports talk show. Not man. We don't say just to promote it like Sports Radio. We actually bring it every single time we're on this program. You don't know what will happen on this show. Jabroni. Anyways, welcome to the Sports Drive. We're on Twitter at @the_Sports_Drive. You can follow us all here on Blab. I am Josh Lopez. I'm the director of chaos in this sports show. I'm the host and producer of this show. We have a lot to get to today. We're going to have a lot of fun. We'll bust each other's chops, and we'll have some fun. If you guys have any questions, please put it in the chat room, and we'll make the best of it. Like I said earlier before we went on air, Justin, we're going to bring you on the second hour for the Extreme Rules talk after the Bash Hour, okay? So, yeah, a lot to get into. Before we get to what we have to do, let's do our daily public service announcements, because there is a lot of oversensitive people that are sensitive enough to sue people over things they have no control over, or just over the fact they can't have any fun. Well, we have Walmart boy trying to reposition himself at the Auntie Anne's house.
Shut up.
I feel like we're at my grandma's house where she's rocking back and forth in a chair.
Yeah, the glowy hump seems distinguished for some reason.
Anyways.
Hey, Justin, shut your yap.
All right. Public service announcement. Here we go. This show is non-PC. There's some vulgar language, so obviously your kitty should be in school.
Should be. Hey, isn't school almost going to get out?
I know, right? But either way, even if they're at school or not, I'm sure they won't be home to next Monday because it's Memorial Day. But there's some vulgar language. There's busting of people's chops, but we don't do it in a personal or negative kind of fashion. We just do it more for comedy sense. And yeah, that's basically it. What we do here, we don't shove agendas down your throat, and neither of us are biased. I can't really say that because Sean has his moments where he just, the fan of it just comes out in full force. Looking at it in the camera. Anyways, let's get to the Gene Honda introductions. For those who don't know who Gene Honda is, he is the public announced guy for the Chicago Blackhawks and the Chicago White Sox. Here we go. Introducing first from Blue Bumblebee, Kentucky, out there in the Bluegrass State, we have the landlord of the KSC Yum Center. he's a long lost grandson of the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. I forgot his name. Oh, Colonel Sanders. There you go.
Good.
He is the Jim Emmons of the Sports Drive. You guys remember Jim Edmonds?
Oh, yeah. Jim Edmonds, the former Angel.
Mr. Powers. You can't stand a White Sox fan? Well, you're not going to enjoy the rest of this show, my friend.
Nope.
Anyways, okay. Browning, he is a self-proclaimed bowling master. That's a given. And I'm going to rip him a new one because his golden boy, AJ Styles, lost last night. Anyways, this man hails from Blue Bumblefuck, USA in Kentucky, Andrew Browning.
What's going on, guys?
Hi.
How's your weekend, you rat bastard?
How you doing? How's life treating you?
Oh, he had a tough weekend because the Cavaliers got their asses kicked. Bastards.
Hey, let's hold off to that. Speaking of the peanut gallery, our next victim hails from Blue Bumblebee, Idaho. We see his ridiculous slippers right now. This is making me want to throw up right now. He is the Drew Carey of the Sports Drive. He also has his moments where he's the Skip Bayless of the Sports Drive. But we love him. He is our resident Walmart boy. He's the only man in the United States over the age of 8 that goes to Walmart and gets his haircut at the Walmart barber shop. And he's the only person in the United States that get his pizza from Subway. He is the one and only Sean Mann.
Welcome, everybody, to the Sports Drive on this Monday, May 23rd, 2016. It's 11:05 a.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 8:05 a.m. on the West. Does everybody notice that I'm not in my Boston Tribe? It's cold up there in that room, so I went on down here and went to a comfortable basement living room since my folks are out of town, and I've got the entire house to myself, and here I am enjoying life and rocking life as always.
By the way, Alex Powers, AJ Styles Clash is a signature move. It's not his actual finisher. I get it. Yeah, it's his TNA move, blah, 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 blah. But he uses that forearm to try and finish people off, and it didn't work out. Boo-hoo. He lost. Get over it. Justin, don't start with the WWE logic crap because everybody has their own logic. It's wrestling. It doesn't matter if you have logic or not. Wrestling is the most unlogical form of entertainment in the entire world, and we try to make logic out of it. Whatever. Anyway.
If you're Browning and Frank are having some technical difficulties, hopefully we'll get them back very shortly.
Let's get these
anyway, it's good to be here. It is a very wet, it's been actually a cloudy, wet weekend I've had, Josh, so I've really enjoyed the weekend a lot. Mm-hmm. Let's see, I worked on some schoolwork. I actually kind of relaxed this weekend, even though I'm so anxious to be done with college in the next few weeks and stuff. But other than that, though, I've just kind of relaxed this weekend, enjoyed the Red Sox and the Indians. I had a great weekend with that, and just kind of took her easy pretty much. But it is very, very cold here. They're not at Walmart, Justin. I got these slippers, these Patriots slippers for Christmas. And apparently, oh, man, Frank and Browning are still having difficulties.
I'm back.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, I'm back. All of a sudden, I was just I don't know what the
That's Blab.
Blab.
Go ahead. Hey, Blab, I got a suggestion. Fix your crap. Back to Josh.
There you go.
Yeah.
We didn't
introducing next. Yeah, we have one more introduction to do. Hailing from Blue Bumblebee, Indiana. We got down. Whose phone's ringing?
Not mine.
It's not mine. Mine's on silent here.
Oh wait, I forgot the answer to a question.
Introducing from Blue Bumblebee, Indiana. We got Donald Trump's campaign manager. He is the Robert Shapiro of the Sports Drive. Yeah. He loves Ned Flanders. He loves The Simpsons. He's a Beavis and Butthead mark.
That I am too.
He is the one and only, the big win, Frank Sprankle.
Hey, it's great to be back. Beautiful day. I got to tell you something, Glory Hump, because we both live in the Chicago area. You in the city specifically. Wasn't this past weekend, Friday and Saturday, and even Sunday, but more Friday and Saturday, wasn't that the best weather we've had this season, bar none?
Not only that, but the weather was phenomenal.
Oh, yeah, phenomenal. It really was.
It was not phenomenal out here. It was cold and wet. You know what? It was like Moscow or Berlin out.
That's your problem. You chose to live there. That's your problem.
Like Jeff used to say, that's where you live.
Yeah, dude.
Screw US now. I don't care about you anymore. But anyway, it is great to be here. Our final introduction, actually, we got a man out there who lives in the windy city of Chicago. We got a man out there that is a die-hard White Sox fan.
Correct.
A Blackhawks fan, a Bulls fan, a Bears fan. He lives in the windy city, and I always want to pray for him every day for his safety. No joke, because of how bad the shootings are getting out there. And, of course, we also got a man that knows wrestling. Knows it. Josh Lopez.
God bless America.
Don't blow yourself, you ignorant bastards. That's all I have to say.
You mean
I'm not talking about you guys. I'm saying the douchebags out there. Anyways, Walmart boy, let everybody know what's going on in the program today.
All right, what we have going for the show for today, since I had to get out of my chair, no worries. I'll be back relaxing in there very, very shortly. We had a good conference call, as always, with the regular peeps. What we got for our show today? Yeah, I know, Frank. You like seeing that Guam picture. We got the intro.
I mentioned anything about Guam, dude. You're the one who brought up Guam.
Intro, opening rant, teasing. Intro, opening rant. Are the Golden State Warriors in trouble after getting destroyed by 28 points against the Oklahoma City Thunder last night? Chicago sports fans, hot seat or not, on this day in sports history, we got the famous birthday, Skip Bayless Bash Hour, WWE Extreme Rules chat. Justin, that'll be something that you'll be in here for that, and I will be leaving to have a little bit of a break, and Frank can stay and give his perspective on that. And lastly, the spoken word. That is our show for today. Now back on over to the host of the Sports Drive, Josh Lopez. There you go, Josh.
All right, it's time for opening rants. Who wants to go first?
Frank, you want to go?
You know what, though? I'll tell you what. I was gonna save it. I was hoping the snowman would be here, but you know what? I'll bring it out now. But I do want to get the snowman's opinion on it. Okay, as you know, the first free TV games aired for most people. Of course, in Chicago, we get a lot of free TV baseball, but a lot of the first national free TV baseball aired Saturday night when the MLB on Fox brought back its Saturday Night Baseball in America coverage. Wait. Here's what I don't understand. Isn't Saturday night a time to go out and enjoy stuff, enjoy the nightlife, enjoy various things, maybe go shopping. I don't know. Go out for a nice dinner. But the point is, why is there national TV baseball on Saturday night? I grew up, it was Saturday afternoon. You had the game of the week on NBC. I mean, Fox even had their game of the week until about 2-3 years ago on Saturday afternoons. The point is, shouldn't the baseball, the over-the-air TV baseball air on Saturday afternoons and not nights? I hate that. That's a dumb idea. That's my opening rant.
I remember, Frank, a long time ago, they always did the Fox Saturday baseball game of the weeks. I also remember FX for a while. Sometimes they did Saturday night games. You know, in FX they used to.
Yeah, but Saturday night doesn't work. Saturday night doesn't work. Listen, Saturday afternoon should be these game of the weeks. I know the Cubs and Giants were on. I did see some of it because I worked during the day. I guess it worked well for me, but people are out enjoying stuff on Saturday nights. Why do you have to air? Why does the NBA also have to have games on ABC now on Saturday nights?
You know what?
That is terrible.
Here's the way I look at it, though, too, and when we look at it. Frank has a very, very good point about what he says. On Saturday evenings, it's like people are out eating or going to events or doing something. The weekends is what everybody looks forward to because everybody is so preoccupied and busy with their work. But when we get to the weekends, everybody realizes when they have the time off, they can either rest up, relax, and then go on out. Like, you know what's really, really cool is that I like what Frank says. On weekends, I'm usually always out sometimes on the weekends, just kind of getting out of the house. I mean, you can't have boredom get to you all the time. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Browning?
Yeah, I'll go. This is those match app on my phone. It need to get fixed. Every time when I try to do a video, it's like a green screen on my phone, or it's not on the phone. It's the app from that update. Get it fixed.
Browning taking a very, very good quote from my friend Frank Sprinkle, the Big Wind. I can tell you this: modern technology really does suck.
Yeah, it does. Of course, it bothers me.
It really does.
Mr. Mann.
My intro, let's see, we got that out of the way. Opening rant goes like this. Cleveland Cavaliers, you suck. You deserve to get beat. It was time for you to lose. I do not see you even winning Game 4 tonight in Toronto, Ontario. Toronto has been very, very tough to beat. And I have to say this. Toronto, good job. Keep sticking it and keep putting more pressure on LeShit James. And also, I want to continue to keep on saying social media sucks.
Yeah, it does. Of course.
You know what, people have been wondering and have been messaging me since I installed Messenger on this little thing. We're talking about phones, Browning, this thing. I've been getting some messages from people that people have been wondering where I have been at. Listen, everybody, nobody needs to worry about me. The bottom line is I have been kind of enjoying the fact I don't have to be on there. Let me tell you something about social media that's very, very true. The longer you stay on it, the more of an addict you can really be. So I've decided just really not to be an addict at all. I've been really doing a great job. And I know, Josh, you've been proud of me. Browning, you've been proud of me because I'm not blowing up your news feeds. I mean, it just comes to a point where I've just said, Josh was right. My other friends were right. Quit being on there because it's just like I have no time to spend my time on Bookface or Facebook. I mean, the only reason why I'm on there is to post the show and stuff. So people need to relax, chill out. I'm fine. Nothing's happening to me. I'm focusing on school. I'm doing my job, doing the show, and I'm doing my seasonal work. Stop worrying about me and focus on yourself, please. Okay? Nothing's going to happen to me. I mean, good grief. I'm all right. I'm fine.
Let me ask you guys
Hey,
this.
I always said this. If it wasn't for my play-by-play articles on WrestleZone.com or my wrestling podcast or even this show, I wouldn't be on Facebook. Honestly, that's the only reason I'm on there is to promote my stuff, and that's it.
I just wish, though, gentlemen, I'm really serious. I'm really serious about it, and I know I'm getting some props right now from Browning and from everybody.
Oh, I'll give you props too.
I just wish, though, that when we think about it, I just wish people would not take it so seriously about, oh, where are you at?
Hey,
Where are you
Swanee,
been?
let me ask you, Swanee, is it like, you know what, I see this. Social media is like a drug. It may be worse than a drug in terms of addiction. I'm not kidding.
It really is. Frank, no, he's not joking. It really is. It is an addiction because if you spend all day on that part, you're bored. Now Josh has his opening rant. Sorry about that, Frank, for interrupting.
No. I had to make that point, and I enjoyed that. Good point, Swanee. More props to you, buddy.
Thumbs up is good.
Well, hey, if Michael Jackson's the king of pop, I guess LeBron James is the king of
And
flop.
Budweiser's yeah, and you know what? Budweiser's the king of beer.
Browning, what do you think about that?
Hold up. I'm not done with this because I'm mixing LeQueen and wrestling in this as well. Look, LeBron James is an average player at best. I'll give him that. I'm not going to say he's a terrible player. I'm not naive. I'm not this or that. But to say the guy is a top 5 player or a top 50 player, you're just insulting yourself as a basketball fan. And speaking of insulting, I think what the NBA puts out on the product every playoff is insulting. Really. It's boring. It's not it's not interesting. I mean, hell, Jeff Van Gundy during the Cavs and Raptors game this past Saturday night said that it's sickening to call these games anymore because the referees won't allow the damn players to compete.
That says it all there.
Because we got all these stupid ass rules that don't mean anything. Hey, I could poke you just for the hell of it, and I'll get a flagrant foul for it.
I wonder how you.
It's bullshit.
How do you say this gentleman's name? I like what he says in the chat room. Not what do you call it? I can't.
Not about the cell. His name's Alex.
All right, not about the cell. I got to tell you something, bud. That's a very, very interesting point. Go back even a little bit further than that. Go back to the decade of the 80s and the 90s when that was real basketball instead of the era that we have to deal with now. I agree because I am sorry to say this, Browning, but that stupid goddamn social media or even that network called ESPN. That's
oh yeah, that.
So biased.
Backwards.
Like they made a big deal about. They always make a big deal if he gets a technical foul. They always make a big deal about, he passed Shaquille O'Neal fourth for all-time scoring.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up about the guy. I mean, seriously, you guys have an obsession over this guy. I'm serious.
Yes, seriously, look at I was ripping the guy for him flopping in Game 3, and then what do you see on Facebook? Oh, LeBron passes this legend for most playoff wins or something like that. Like, you guys are that insecure over LeQueen that you have to make stats up for him now? I don't care if it's true or not, but it's bullshit. Anyways, let me get to my wrestling thing because, I'll probably get some flack for this, but I honestly don't care. And I find it funny that Browning's camera froze now because he knows I'm going to address him. So, Brownie, get your stuff back in here.
Hurry up.
Justin, it is. That's why I shut it off. I don't watch it like I used to. I don't even watch it.
It's god awful. Anyways, look, for everybody that keeps saying that Roman Reigns can't wrestle or you still suck, you are probably the biggest collection of Nimrods I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what else this guy has to do to prove to you that this guy's a good performer. Look, Hulk Hogan was shoved down your throat. The Rock was shoved down your throat. Then don't give me the shit. Oh, I don't like this guy. Or that's different because the people like the guy. Stone Cold Steve Austin was shoved down your throat. Triple H was shoved down your throat. Every mainstream star, in one way or another, is shoved down your throat. Now, you could agree to like the guy, or you could agree not to like the guy. I can really give a fuck what your preference is. But to say this guy is not a good wrestler or compared to John Cena, you're a fucking idiot. Okay? A fucking idiot.
Yeah.
It's funny how everybody kissed Roman Reigns' ass when he was with the Shield, and he had that feud with Randy Orton on his own before he got the hernia injury. But no, they wanted to make the excuse he's being shut down their throat because Daniel Bryan didn't win the Royal Rumble. When the night earlier before, he got his ass kicked by Bray Wyatt. But for some how does that help Bray Wyatt when he wins the first match of the pay-per-view, and then Daniel Bryan miraculously gets himself better for the Royal Rumble match and wins later on? That makes no sense. But no, because Roman Reigns doesn't do 630 planchas or somersault planchas on the outside, or he doesn't do the freaking code red from P.D. Williams, he's not a good wrestler. Everything that guy does in the ring is believable. That's the difference. Look, I love guys like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and Cesaro. They had a great match last night. But you know the difference between Reigns and those guys? The guy actually sells. He sells. Sami Zayn don't sell. Kevin Owens sure as hell doesn't sell. But nobody's going to bring that up. Look at Roman Reigns is not even my favorite guy on the roster, but I had it enough with this fucking narrative about, oh, this guy's being shut down our throat, because everybody's been shut down our throat. The guy's good what he does in the ring. Don't we watch wrestling for what the people do in the ring? Yeah, I get it. Entertainment's a part of it. Yes, I get it, creative, but dude, none of you guys know what creative is. I don't know what creative is. Yeah, do I do play-by-play articles for WrestleZone.com? Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, I actually take the time to study this shit. I don't come on social media or come on these fucking podcasts and blab my mouth like I'm the greatest thing in wrestling knowledge, because I'm not. I've never been in the business, and neither have you. Enough already. It's fucking tired and old every week. Oh, Roman's being shut down. Oh, WWE doesn't listen to our fans. It's the same old shit year after year after year. Yet you dumb nimrods keep watching it every single fucking week. Every week.
I have to agree with what Josh is saying, and Browning and Frank, you'll agree with this. Our media and our social media is an effing joke. So biased. So people, it's because, here's the way I view it, okay? The way I view it is this. It's because, oh yeah, the people realize that they'll go back and rewatch everything about Roman Reigns or Lachette James because they basically just realized they do not have a life. So they figure, oh, let's just be biased and sit on our duffs all day and be biased and just watch these people over and over and over again. Our media is a joke. I'm sorry, it really is. That's why I have to shut the television off and shut the radio stations off.
Here's the thing. Yeah, well, here's the thing about... Are we talking about pro wrestling here? Let me say this.
Yeah.
Okay, I do believe that as wrestlers have gotten older, they actually have become better. I mean, take a look at The Undertaker. He's the best example. You mentioned Hulk Hogan. He's become great. Triple H. Yeah, this guy is, 46? I would like to say 46 or 47. He still wrestles at a high level. If anything...
Yes.
And you can look at the conditioning today. You can look at the nutrition involved. That certainly helps. But also, I think skill-wise, you become better at your craft, even though it is a physical craft, at an advanced age, as is somebody that may have been starting out somewhere in their 20s.
Yeah, and my point is, okay, people have different roads to... People have different roads to how they get to a company. That Roman Reigns is a second, I think, no, he's he's a second generation guy. The guy has wrestling in his genes, so how can he not wrestle? Oh, because he came from the NFL. Oh, big deal.
Came from the NFL.
The Rock failed in the Canadian Football League, but he became one of the greatest performers of all time. I'm not going to compare Roman Reigns to The Rock.
No, you can't.
We need to stop with these dumb comparisons. Oh, Dean Ambrose is the next Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, CM Punk should have been the next Roddy Piper.
I kept on having.
If you're going to have these guys as stars, you need to have them as their own separate entity.
Do you know what I have down my throat? Remember, we always kept on hearing about Cena. This was about 7, 8, 9 years ago, maybe 10. That Cena was going to be the next Hogan.
Oh man!
Yeah, remember that comparison?
I remember that.
Hey, Browning, I got to ask you, but with what Josh just pointed out about Roman Reigns, you like wrestling. How would you view it, bud, about this? Let's hear your thoughts. You're a big wrestling fan.
I mean, I may not like Roman Reigns, but I give respect to him. I don't boo him or anything like the crowd does in the WWE. Get over it. Why don't boo at Roman Reigns? He's still the champion after from last night. And then, I'm just going to get a little to that. So that's my little statement, Josh.
Yeah, I've had enough with these ignorant ass crowds that go to these shows, pay money, and they want to act like they could dictate what goes on the product. Yes, is it good to listen to your fan base? Absolutely. But when you're at the point where you have to change your direction of your company year after year after year for the same collection of Nimrods that buys every little thing that's read on the internet or on dirt sheets or whatever podcast you listen to, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. You have your product for a reason because it's your product and you do it on your own terms. Yeah. It's on your terms. It's your product. You take the hits when you take it, when you deserve it, and at the same time, you have the praise when you deserve it as well.
Welcome, David Jeep. Thank you for coming to the show. We got some new people coming out. Welcome. Yep, this is what we do, Sports Drive, every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, right here on blab.im. Good to see you.
And I want to reiterate, this guy's not my favorite guy in the roster, but fuck, man. I take a lot of pride in what I do. Such as play-by-play articles, while you have a bunch of fans coming up with a bunch of terms and terminology and soliloquies about the business they don't two shits about. It's fucking annoying. It takes away from the fan experience. You're not a writer. You keep saying, "Oh, I can do a better job." Put your money where your mouth is. And just because Vince Russo doesn't like something, or because Stone Cold Steve Austin doesn't like something, doesn't mean they're right. It's subjective.
Especially when you want to hire people too who are experienced writers and had degrees in journalism and writing. Did a lot of writing courses, like English courses. And Frank, how would you view it too? You think our media is a total joke, bud?
Yeah, that's on them. They're not offending me. They can report on whatever they want.
That concludes the opening rants there, Josh?
All right, let's go to the Thunder Warriors game last night. I missed it. I didn't get to see it, but the Thunder did win yesterday, 133-105.
I turned it off.
The Thunder are up 2-1 in the series. And I told you guys about this last Thursday, that the Warriors need to wake up on defense.
Yes.
You can shoot all the threes all you want, but you need to play defense.
I think they're tired. Hold on, Sean. I think they're tired. I think, guys, the Golden State Warriors are tired. But what about this too? You always play them during the regular season, and I think in addition to some of the fatigue here, teams are starting to figure out how to go man-to-man, play defense, play zone against this Golden State Warriors team. I think they're starting to figure it out.
I have a big question. Yeah, I'm glad, Greg. That's what I was just saying. I wanted to get to your thoughts about it. My thoughts about this whole situation with the Golden State Warriors is this, okay? Suppose they look, I don't think it's time yet in Oakland and San Francisco up in that area to start panicking that the Warriors are trailing 2-1. This is kind of the first time that they've really had their backs against the wall. I mean, they're still down 2-1. They need to bounce back very, very quickly and get a better effort from Stephen Curry and from their offense. Because last night, the Warriors looked flat. The Thunder took them out. The Thunder played like they were the team that was 73-9 instead of the Warriors. I mean, the Warriors looked flat and stuff too, and the Thunder looked ready to play. Game 4 is a must-win. I do believe the Warriors will come back and bounce back, and I hope that's a wake-up call for them. I'm telling you, though, If the Warriors do lose 2 more games, gentlemen, this is a question for you all and stuff. I want to get Brandon's thoughts too about this, about the Thunder blowing out the Warriors. But if the Warriors do lose the next 2 games, was this a season of failure, or was this still something that they can be proud about? Because they did.
You see Dustin in the chat room?
Oh yeah, check that out.
Browning,
dude.
Your thoughts on the Warriors and Thunder, Browning? What's your thoughts? Thunder up 2 games to 1 right now, the best of 7.
That's unreal. That's when I saw this. When I saw this, I kind of kept up. I kind of updated the score a little bit because the pay-per-view was going on and everything, and I was like, "Wow, that they were creaming it up by 20. They were." I wouldn't say the Warriors are in trouble right now, but it was a little wake-up call for them last night. They'll come back tonight.
Yeah.
It better be. It better be a wake-up call for them because they know if they lose, they're down 3 games to 1 and their backs are against the wall. But is this a bust if they end up losing the next 2 games, gentlemen? Let's start with you, Josh.
Yes, because like I said, I get it. They had a great season, but every team, especially even though the NBA is god-awful and there's barely any competition in this sport whatsoever, I just feel like, in a way, whether we ask this topic of whether a team is in trouble or not, I don't see it that way because, Sean, I think you'll agree with me. I feel like this sport is probably the most choreographed sport out of all of them, to be honest with you. You know when a team's going to get it run. You know when a team's going to be in trouble. Dude, these guys drag out series to make it for the ratings and the money. It's right in front of our face. It doesn't matter if the series goes 7 games. The Warriors will still find a way to win. The Cavaliers will be in the NBA Finals. We'll go through the same bullshit again. And then what? LeQueen wins the championship because Space Jam 2's coming out soon? It's old, Sean. I'm sorry. It's old.
Is anybody going to see Space Jam?
Let's go to you, Frank.
Hold on. Is anybody going to see... You guys aren't planning on seeing Space Jam 2, are you?
Justin, you are full of it. Michael Jordan was the Space Jam, not...
Yeah, you know what? I guarantee you this movie is going to bomb. I mean, this movie is going to... I hope it bombs, because you know what? Why do we have to have a Space Jam 2? The first Space Jam was pretty darn good.
I loved it. It came out in April of 1993.
I'm going to ask you guys this. Don't you get the sense that while the NBA is kind of in a down state right now, that some of the best fans are in Oklahoma City?
I would have to say so, but Frank, my question to you is...
What is it, Sean?
My question, though, Frank, suppose the Warriors do lose the next 2 games. Is this a successful season for the Warriors because they broke the Bulls' record of 95-96?
No, it's a failure. It's a failure, Sean. It's a failure.
Hey, I agree with Alex. He said the Seattle Supersonics would disagree on the OKC fans.
They don't have a team anymore. Okay, but you can see
it's a disgrace that the Seattle Supersonics are no longer around.
What? If the NBA is going to expand, I hope they go back to Seattle and bring back the Supersonics name.
You know where I live right here in Coeur d'Alene, since I live 5 hours away from the Seattle area. To this day, gentlemen, it has always pissed off people here in Coeur d'Alene because Seattle, where I grew up in Kalispell, Montana, which is 3 hours away. Okay, because I'm a Montanan. Okay, I grew up in Kalispell, Montana, and that was about if it's 5 hours, probably I'd predict 7 hours from Kalispell all the way to Seattle. And the Sonics were a huge name. I'm realizing that with the Thunder 2 wins away from going to the NBA Finals and possibly them winning 6 games. I've always thought about this too. What is going to be the reaction from the people in Seattle? Because that angered a lot of people, and it still angers people to this day. I remember times with Sean Kemp and Detlef Schrempf and Gary Payton and George Karl, who was sensational, took the Sonics to the 1996 NBA Finals, even though they were outplayed by a very, very tough and very good Chicago Bulls team. But what he did with Seattle was great. I mean, it was just really frustrating when they made that announcement that they moved. I mean, that was stupid. I mean, Oklahoma State.
By the way,
Oklahoma is more of a place with college. I'm sorry, Josh. Go ahead.
Yeah. One last thing on the Warriors and Thunder. What the hell happened to Andre Iguodala, man? The guy's been missing the whole playoffs. Is he playing or is he not even showing up?
Is the guy still in the country?
Like that, I honestly felt the only reason why the Warriors won the NBA Finals last year was because of Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, but look at it. It's now about Steph Curry, though. No, I would say Steph Curry's the reason why they won it last year.
I have one more question to ask all of you gentlemen, though, too. The Warriors trail 3-1, or do they tie the series heading back to Oakland for Game 5?
They tie the series.
No, they stretch it out. They stretch it out. I have the Thunder winning tomorrow.
Oh, you do?
Oh, boy.
It's choreographed, man. It's right in front of our eyes. I can already see what's going to happen.
You're a psychic?
I'll say this. I'm sure people disagree with me. I feel that WWE does better sports entertainment than the NBA.
I wholeheartedly agree. You better believe it.
And Browning, you better be ready when Toronto beats Cleveland, because when that happens, ouch. That's going to happen. I think the Raptors are winning Game 4 tonight. There's no doubt about it. Toronto showed that they can still beat this Cleveland team. Cleveland was lucky, had the only reason why they got through the two series is because the officials in the NBA wants them to win. I was talking with a buddy of mine last night. He just told me, he goes, this whole goddamn thing is so fixed, Sean. I'm just like, the officials, the NBA just wants to see LeShit win 6 more games. I'll be like, that happens and Cleveland wins, I'll be barfing. I'll be sick to my stomach.
Hey, Justin, thank you for tagging me in that video you sent last night on Facebook because I was doing my article. I didn't get a chance to take a look at the video until after the show was over. I thought it was really, really funny.
Justin.
LeQueen is the master of flots, man. It's getting really, really bad at this point. You're listening to the Sports Drive here on Arena Sports Network. I'm here with Walmart Boy, Brownie Master, and the Big Win. We got Justin in the chat room. We want to thank Alex for checking out the show today as well. We're going to get to a topic I brought up in the chat room because, Frank, me and you are Chicago sports fans and proud to be Chicago sports fans. You better believe it.
Yes, sir.
I am just going to say this.
Go ahead.
I honestly feel maybe we have fans in New York or Florida or whatever, Philly, that'll disagree with me. But I feel that Chicago on its own is by far mentally the softest sports fan base in the United States. Either that or they're the biggest fickle fan base in the United States. Chicago sports fans, you are killing me right now with baseball.
Don't. Okay, go on. Speak up. Example.
It's May 23rd, and you guys are already losing your mind over what the Chicago Cubs are doing, and they lost series over the San Francisco Giants. It's all over. Yo, what they're doing. Joe Madden, you're killing this team. Oh, Jason Hayward should be down the lineup. Oh, Jason Hayward should have went after the ball. The guy's going. And then I give the White Sox a pass because they're not Nimrods. They know that not a lot of people were expecting a lot from the White Sox this year, and they're proving people wrong. Yeah, we lost a couple of series here and there, but we're still in first place. But the Cubs fans, you are killing me. You cannot analyze baseball like the NFL. There's 162 games, not 16. You cannot analyze baseball like football.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. Hey, listen, Sean, hold on.
Frank, go ahead.
I gotta say this, Bluey Hump. Walter Alston, the Hall of Fame manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers before Tommy Lasorda, also another Hall of Famer, had this saying about a 162-game season. You're going to win 60, you're going to lose 60. What do you do with the over 42? That's going to make the difference right there.
Correct.
Now, understand that every team in baseball goes through slumps. The Cubs are going through a slump. The White Sox, they're in a slump right now. I know they defeated the Royals yesterday, but they're in a slump. Every team is going to go through it. There's going to be periods in which you're going to have downsides to a ball club. You're going to have players go on struggles. You're going to have slumps. You're going to have injuries. Jason Hayward going down for 3 to 5 games. He's going to be back, but goodness, there's no such thing as a perfect health. Now, you mentioned about the Cub fans here. This should come to show you the difference between Cubs and White Sox fans. Cub fans typically aren't really the most knowledgeable baseball fans because they just go to Wrigley
Correct.
Field for the experience. See, now you know what I'm talking about. Well, White Sox fans, you can pick their brains, and they truly know the game of baseball. I'm not saying this about all Cub fan, but the White Sox fans, out of all of the fans in Chicago, Gluey Hump, the Chicago White Sox fans
What's up,
are
Jerry?
some fans are probably the one group of fans that care about their team more than any. More than any.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
And I feel like it not only with baseball, but like basketball, hockey, or the Bears. The city is so fucking fickle. It's brutal.
Yeah, it is.
I get it that Red Sox fans are hard on their team because they have a lot of expectations and stuff, or the same thing with the Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
But come on. I mean, if you're going to be a fan, be a fan. And that's my issue. There's 162 games. The world's not coming to an end. Just like wrestling fans and lose their mind over one Monday Night Raw that's subjective. There's 50 other Raws to watch throughout the year. WrestleMania is not this Sunday. So who gives a fuck that a Raw sucked in the middle of August or July? Who gives a shit?
You know what?
I'm really tired of this doom and gloom thing that goes on with our society.
Time out.
That is
Because
doom
let me
and gloom, no question about it.
I have something to say about the situation.
You got a lot of things to say. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Frank. All right.
Thank you.
As a Red Sox fan, I can tell you I went through the same situation 12 years ago. I'll never forget, 12 years ago, everybody was focused on them to see if they could actually do it. I think that's the way it is with the Cubs right now 12 years later. Because 12 years ago, I went through it. Like every day, if they were winning, it was great. If there was losing, there was panic because they were realizing that this team had realized they'd been through it year after year. And every year they were saying, is this going to be the year? Is this going to be the year that they're going to do it? I think that's the mindset of the Cubs, that they realize that this is the year they really want to do it. If not, then they have to live with another year of misery and go through a long, long, brutal hell of a fall, and then realize what went wrong, and then they will make. I remember last year when the Cubs even went to the NLCS, how even stupid ESPN and everybody was so biased, and they were talking about the DeLorean and about Back to the Future 2, that they were going to actually do it. No. I still always had the belief that
Damn.
I did not see it happening with the Cubs. I mean, they're going through a slump. The White Sox are going through a slump. God dang, people. I mean, realize this is a season that's long. We're talking 162 games. Every team is going to go through their effing slumps. People need to chill out. Do I hate when the Red Sox are on a bit of a slump and losing? Yeah, but it's not like it's the end of the world. There's nothing I can do about it. You realize, look, the saying my father always told me about it with baseball or any sport, tomorrow is a new day. Tomorrow is a new day. That's right.
He said new day.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Hey, they won last night.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, and just so it goes, the Marlins have been in a slump since they built that new ballpark. The M&M, Miami Marlins.
That ballpark is a dump. I'm sorry. It's a dump like Camping World Stadium.
Wait, which ballpark is this?
I don't know what the name of it is.
It's a dump just like Tropicana Field, home of the Tampa Bay Rays, who I can't stand, and they're stupid.
Hey, is Camping World Stadium partners with Tropicana Field, son?
But going back to it, though, I just think that both the Cubs and the White Sox both just need to relax and realize it's going to happen.
Relax.
Yeah, I mean,
chill out.
The White Sox had a bit of a rough weekend against the Royals. They've had a bit of a rough few weeks. They were on a slump. Everybody's got to chill out. Anything can still happen. It's May, for Christ's sake. When you're in the month of April and May in the baseball season, you still realize it's going slow, and you've got a long way to go to get all the way until we get to the main point for me, gentlemen, is the month of August and September. That's the heat of the pennant race right there. That's when teams are in serious contention, and they've really got to make the push to try to get into October. Believe me, we all know what happens when a team maybe does well in August, then you got to win September. And believe you me, I've seen teams that have gone through, who have collapsed. I mean, take it from me as a Red Sox fan. I know exactly how bad it felt 5 years ago, and I had to deal with that. That was miserable.
What?
What?
Don't forget it. Don't forget it's happened with other teams. Think about the Mets. The Mets blew a 7-game lead to the Phillies, Frank. You remember that very well when the Mets blew that 7-game lead to the Phillies in the final 2 weeks.
Hey, y'all ready to play a game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna prize?
Go.
It's our Monday segment of the week. It is hot seats or not. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. I'm going to rattle off a list of coaches or GMs, and you guys tell me hot seat or not. It's that simple. You guys can help out in the chat room as well. We're going to go into On This Day, and we got our infamous Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. By the way, check out the replays from last week's show because the Bash Shower was probably one of the best week of the Bash Showers we've ever had on the Sports Drive. And boy, do we have one today for Shawnee, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh man. All right, here we go. First hot seat or not. Brad Osmus of the Detroit Tigers.
Hot seat, yes.
Go ahead, Frank. Why do you say hot seat?
Because you know what? This Tiger team is starting to fade away in
Yes,
that
it is.
AL Central. This team, maybe they're getting a little bit older here, but a little bit older, you know what? You should be able to perform at a high level just with the experience factor. And this Tiger team does have some players that have never been overachievers. They've been pretty solid. But I think with Brad Osmus, this is not the same ball club as it has been in years past. So you know what? He's on the hot seat.
I have to admit, Detroit has had a great run going back to the last decade. I mean, with the fact that, okay, they made it to a couple fall classics. They lost in 06 in the 06 fall classic in 5 games. The Tigers then eventually, what ended up happening is the Tigers made it in 2011. They lost in 6 games to the Rangers. Then they ended up losing in 2012. They got swept by the San Francisco Giants in the fall classic 2013. They lost to the Red Sox in 6 games. I'm going to say right now, Osmus is on the hot seat. I mean, this is a Tigers team that is definitely losing piece after piece. And it's, you know, I mean, yeah, think about it. Dombrowski got let go, and look where he went right there. Now he's trying to build the Red Sox. And I have to tell you, I still have respect for what Dombrowski did with Detroit. But Tigers are a team that are in rebuilding. Right now, it seems like it's pretty much the Royals and the White Sox that might just battle it out the entire summer.
Hey, did you guys see the way Brad Osmus got thrown out of the game last week against the Twins?
Yeah.
That was classic.
By the way, guys, when we do this one, let's make the points really brief. So we
Okay, I'm sorry.
more coaches.
Yeah, we got to make them brief.
Ronnie, how
What's
about you?
Say hot seat
Hot
because
seat?
they've been
John Gibbons for the Blue Jays.
Oh yeah, definitely the hot seat. I mean, look at the way they made the playoffs last year. They're in that division.
By the way, I had to go over the week he had. Look at Monday he got ejected. Tuesday he got ejected. Wednesday, Thursday suspended. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday ejected from the games.
Well, you know, yesterday I was on Nesson. Yesterday I was watching the Red Sox Indians game yesterday, and people are already saying that they're shocked to see the Blue Jays be like this. I mean, weren't they expected to be the team this year that was supposed to be a threat in the American League East and win the AL East? Apparently not. Their pitching is a disaster. We don't even know what's going to happen with Jose Bautista and Edwin Encarnacion after this year. Right now, I am probably going to say hot seat right now, but it's the AL East right now for them. They need to do well. I mean, they got a big series tomorrow night at Yankee Stadium. Huge series.
Speaking of the Indians, they're actually in Chicago today. They have a doubleheader.
Oh, yeah, that's right, they do.
That's right, day-night doubleheader.
Thank you for reminding me. You know what, though? If the Blue Jays have a winning record and don't make the playoffs, his job is fine.
How about you, Frank? Do you think he's on the hot seat or no?
Who, Farrell? You know what? I'll say no hot
not John Farrell.
Who's that? Oh, John Gibbons. Yeah, sorry. I get my Johns mixed up. I get my Johns. Hey, it happens. I made an error. You know what? I'm going to say no with the hot seat. Although, if they have a disastrous record, he will be gone. Mm-hmm. But if the Blue Jays don't make the playoffs but have a record over 500. If they have a winning record, I think he'll be back. But then there would be a lot of expectations heading for Gibbons into 2017.
And I gotta give Gibbons credit because not a lot of managers had the balls to like be yelling at the umpires anymore. I miss that a lot with baseball. I remember as a kid there would always be a manager going out there, especially like Lou Piniella running out and yelling at the umpire's face. It was gold, man. I was even a Cub fan. I always thought that was funny.
I'll never forget Seattle played Cleveland in one game, and Lou Piniella got all pissed off over a call, took his hat off, started kicking his hat, and Ken Griffey Jr. and Aroyd and Joey Cora were just laughing on the bench.
Right.
Hey, Sean, do the Aroyd voice.
The what voice?
There you go.
Yeah, that boy.
Any more with hot seat or not?
Yes, we got a couple more. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. We'll do a basketball one, okay?
Okay.
Jason Kidd.
Hot seat.
So,
I think hot seat ending the next season.
No.
Yes.
hot seat.
Hot
Hot
seat.
seat.
You know what? What kind of? I've never, ever since he went into coaching, I've been wondering what kind of coaching experiences he really brought to coaching stuff. You know? Yeah.
How about this one? Bill Belichick.
He's never going to be on the hot seat in New England. Never. Never.
Yes, hot seat. It's
Hot seat.
blazing. The seat is blazing.
That is a bunch of bullshit. That is not going to
Yeah,
happen.
I agree. That is yes.
Come on, Frank. You got to help a brother out.
Yeah, if I agree.
Yeah, I'm helping him Josh in this one. He's on the hot seat.
Thank you, Browning.
Shut up, Browning. And you know what? Bill Belichick is not going to be on the hot seat. This man done a great job with the Patriots. Only had one losing season.
The self-proclaimed genius.
From 0-1 all the way to now,
okay.
it has a winning record with 10 or more victories.
You're more delusional than Borat. By the way,
Oh,
you guys
good.
ever seen the Borat movie.
Oh, cut that out!
Oh, man.
Oh, here we go. The last one for today. John Farrell.
I'm not even. I'm going to defer.
No, Alex. John Fox is not in the hot seat. You see
John
what they did in
Fox
the
is not
offseason
in the hot
to get out. No.
Yeah, unless the Bears go 0-16.
I'm going to
Rat bastard.
I'm
He's
going to say
not
that
a placeholder.
Hey, quiet! I'm listening to Schwanny.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to say John Farrell is not on the hot seat. He's done a great job. He's doing the things that I like from 2013. He's
That's a contract extension.
Yeah, so, how about this one? This will get whoever that Yankee fan is there. Joe Girardi. Is Joe Girardi on the hot seat?
Yes, I'll agree
Yes.
there. Yeah, he'll be. He's on the hot seat.
He should have been in the
You
hot
know
seat
what?
2 years ago.
You know what? They're 13-6 in the last 19 games, but I'm sorry to say this: Yankees will not make the playoffs. I know they're 21-22, but they're not making it. They're not very good. They still got holes they got to fill up, and it also is going to depend on if they can keep staying healthy.
Correct.
It'll just be a time, and then they're going to start losing again. They are not a good team, and they can't challenge anybody in the American League. They were lucky they swept Oakland yesterday.
Hey, Sean, do me a favor. Go load up the Skibby song for me because right now we're going to go to On This Day in Sports History. Y'all ready?
Well, thanks, Paraloid. You know what? I'm actually glad that you're honest about it. Some skanky fans would say, "Oh, they have to be in the playoffs every year." Not. You know very well the team is old and they're a bunch of team on walkers and wheelchairs. All right, let's load up this thing.
Hey.
Hold on.
All right, here we go. On this day, 1876, here we go. Boston's Joe Borden pitched the first no-hitter in the history of the National League. This is for the Boston Braves, okay? On this day, 1922, Gene Tunney was defeated by Harry Greb. It was Tunney's only professional boxing defeat. On this day, 1926, here you go, Frank.
Okay.
Hack Wilson became
Wilson,
the first player to hit a home run off the Wrigley Field scoreboard. That's pretty cool.
That doesn't happen very often. I don't recall it ever happening in my lifetime. But that was the old scoreboard. Hold on, but that was the old scoreboard.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if Chris Bryant's that strong and he can hit the ball that far. Maybe he could hit the scoreboard.
Maybe not. It hasn't been done. Even Sammy didn't even hit the scoreboard in center.
True. And he used roids, but that's neither here or there.
He did.
On this day, 1948, Joe DiMaggio hit 3 consecutive home runs. On this day, 1962, the NBA agreed to transfer the Philadelphia Warriors to San Francisco, which we have the Golden State Warriors. So that's pretty big right there. On this day, 1963, the NBC purchased the 1963 AFL Championship Game TV rights for $206,000. That's cheap.
Yeah.
Compared to today, Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what? The AFL, that's what was so big about it. You know, the birth of the AFL was huge in the 60s.
Made the NFL popular like it is today.
Hey, Justin, you like those slippers? They're very attractive, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on your slippers. Anyways, on this day, 1978, the American League approved the transfer of Gene Yonke, the Boston Red Sox, for $15 million. On this day, 1984, who's got the echo? Sean?
What do you mean? I don't have an echo.
You do.
I do not.
Will you shut up? Jesus Christ. Damn. On this day in 1984, the Tigers won their 16th straight road game that tied an American League record. How about this one? This little soccer action. On this day in 1991, the San Diego Sockers. That's a terrible name. The San Diego Sockers won their 4th consecutive Major League Soccer champions. Wow, whatever. Unfortunately, for sad news, to end this one on a sad note, on this day, 1999, Owen Hart passed away at the pay-per-view in Kansas City.
That was sad.
Yeah,
I'll never forget it.
I was 5 years old when that happened.
Never forget it. Yeah, I'm here.
You guys there?
You're 5.
Speaking.
Yeah.
I was 12 years old when that happened in 99.
That was a junior in high school.
Yeah, it's messed up, man. And then Jeff Jarrett, who was his taxi partner, was supposed to wrestle the match after that one. That's fucked up, man. It's gone too soon, man. And Owen was born on my birthday, too, so
yeah,
that's a bummer. Owen, you'll be missed, our friend. Let's give some birthday shout-outs before we go into the Skippy Bayless Bash Shower. Oh, how about this? Sean Mann's father, Drew Carey, he turned 58 today.
Bullshit! Oh, come on!
What's with the Drew Carey comparison?
I know.
I'm kidding. I've been doing that since Sports Old Radio. This is a joke between me and Sean. It's all good. The glasses, the jawline, the cheeks. Doesn't that scream Drew Carey for you?
Yes, I hate both. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, Drew Carey. Happy birthday, Drew Carey.
He's 58.
Wow.
He's a former. He's a former
58.
Marine.
He's the old.
You know what I like about Drew Carey? Whose line is it anyway? That show was classic in the late 90s.
Yeah. It's all right. Happy birthday to Marvin Hagler. He turned 62 today, the famous boxer. And that's pretty much it for today. I do have one other birthday shout-out to do. Tomorrow's my cousin Gino's birthday. He's turning 18.
Yeah, we know
tomorrow.
you fish fan.
Pretty cool.
Jetson Patch. Justin, yeah, we know you fish.
Hey, Sean, where do you keep your old Jet stuff at?
I don't have any
of that. Or did you sell that? Do you ever have garage sales?
I don't know what you're talking about. I should go get a. You know what? I got a nice Patriots.
Or a yard sale?
God!
Yeah, a yard
I haven't
sale.
been to one of those in ages.
They do that a lot by my neighborhood, by the way. Those garage sales and stuff.
At least I do not have Viking stuff because I will not ever go for the Minnesota Vikings.
Look at Justin. He secretly hides his Viking stuff under his bed.
Josh, stop.
All right, on that note, it's time for the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour. Sean,
right, hold on.
go ahead. It's your turn.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got the man with the shocks right here, and Frank. Well,
yeah, you get the point. You get the point.
And we got Browning here, who can't stand Skip Bayless's stuff. We got Josh Lopez, who always has to type everything that this idiot says, and I have to get up with my he really gets my blood pressure boiling with what the stuff is said. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's the Skippy Bayless Bash Hour, and I'm going to get the song up and running. Just a second, I got to do this. Hold on. I got to get it downloaded. Even though, because
get it downloaded. The entire world's waiting.
It is time for the Skippy Bayless.
Here we go.
It is?
Skippy talks crap all day long, and now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now
the real stars fight back. Here we go.
it is time for the Skippy Bayless Bash. Skip Bayless talks crap all day long, and now it is our turn. We all know Bayless is a moron, but now the Jockstars fight.
Screw that on the last one. Anyway, I got to ask you, Josh, how many mice do we have today?
We have
Wow,
26 miles.
Jeez.
Hey, let me ask you this: any divisional quotes? Okay,
yes,
any
we have
wrestling
one divisional
quotes?
quote.
Yes,
We
it
have
may not be that
4
bad.
wrestling
All right,
quotes today.
let's begin the torture.
I'm going to tell you something. If there's anything that's going to get my blood pressure boiling, I'm going to walk out sad.
Hey, is there going to get any?
Do we need a Kleenex for you, Sean? Sean. All right, here we go. By the way, you can't boot me off after. By the way, if this is the first time you guys checking out the Bash Hour, basically what I do, I take a collection of quotes from Skip Bayless and I redirect them on air. That's what it is. I'm not Skip Bayless. I'm not making these quotes up. I'm tired of having to explain this to people. Just follow along with the damn segment. Damn it.
It's not Skip Bayless. He has to read everything that this idiot loser says. And I know Browning's already shaking his head.
Yeah, really.
Trust me, the last person I want to be is Skip Bayless. Okay?
Oh.
All right.
Here we go,
Frank, you ready? You got the Shackle Meter 3000? There you go. All right,
Oh,
Skippy
Jesus.
Bayless said that mine. My Boston Red Sox look like crap against the Cleveland
There
Indians
you go,
this
Sean.
past
There we
weekend.
go. Whoa, dude! Hey, you're scaring me. There's an empty chair. You know what?
I know your parents are not home, but
Hey,
don't
guys,
bring
hey,
anything
guys.
in the front.
Doesn't that chair look like a chair that smart people sit in?
Skip.
Yeah. It looks like this. It looks like the scene Mimi Beardsley was on with JFK back in the day.
Let me ask you, do you think Mimi Beardsley was trailing JFK?
Yes. Go ahead, Sean.
First off, shut up, and Skip Bayless, you definitely shut up, you idiot. They did not play that bad against the Indians. I think if I remember correctly, dipshit, they took 2 out of 3 against the Indians. Do your research, you prick.
Next one. Here we go. Skip Bayless said that mine. My St. Louis Cardinals are making a comeback and they will win the NL
addressed to you,
Central.
Frank. Oh, yeah.
No, let me say this really quick, Sean. That's some grade A homogenized Holstein Camping World Stadium bullshit.
If they're going to do that, then they better sweep
Okay,
the
go
Cubs
ahead.
starting tonight.
Oh yeah, that's odd though. How would you have your team fly all the way from Bumblefuck, California?
Hey, you know what's odd
back
here?
to St.
It's
Louis?
odd because the Cubs have already been to St. Louis, but the Cardinals have not been to Wrigley yet this season. That's what's odd.
And it's,
Correct. Hey, by the way, we gotta see that.
Because this.
Hey, Frank, me and you will talk about the Cubs
Actually,
games
we'll
after
talk about later in the
show's
week.
off
I gotta
now.
go. I got a game to do, and I got to exercise. But we'll talk about it later on in the week.
Because
We will.
Yes.
Midwest rivalry between the Cubs and the Cardinals,
Yeah,
and I'm sure the Cardinals have never gotten
we get the point, Sean. We got to move on. There's more torture. I don't want to hear these wrestling quotes.
All right. Skippy Bayless said that my Dallas Cowboys will break every single offensive record in
I must be
NFL
on
history
crack if
this
they are
season.
going to do that.
Browning.
Hey, I don't
Look
blame
at
him.
Brownie. There he goes.
I thought Frank was going to leave too.
No, I'll stay. Brownie. Actually, you know what? Brownie beat me to the punch.
That's addressed to Browning, and I'm wondering what Josh would say about that too, about how he praises the Cowboys.
Hey, Skippy. A woman at 7-Eleven has a better shot getting laid than the Dallas Cowgirls breaking any offensive records this season. Okay.
Wow.
Des Bryant breaking offensive records.
Not
Yeah,
about
just stop.
not about the sell. Hold on, I gotta address not about the sell here, but the Reds opened up against the Cubs at Wrigley, not the Cardinals.
Yeah, exactly. Justin, Tony Romo making records. Come on.
That's right. He's got 2 playoff wins, Skip Bayless. What's he going to be? Oh, he'll be MVP of the NFL, and then they'll win the Super Bowl.
I'll
Tony
say this.
Romo.
And it wasn't even about him.
Hey,
It
I'll
was
say
his
this about
defense that
Tony
won those
Romo. He
games.
does have a hot wife.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Hey, money can help you avoid the non-talent you don't have with women.
I hate to say it too. I'm sorry, but one of those playoff wins did come against the Philadelphia Eagles, 34-14.
I want to hear Sean.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Skip Bayless said that my Boston Red Sox should get rid of David Ortiz if they want to make the playoffs this season.
Go ahead,
There we
Sean. Go.
He kind of does have a point, though. Look how great they played without Pablo
They're not going to get rid
Sandoval.
of David Ortiz because
Holy
this guy.
buckets! The guy is having one of the best
Holy
years of his
buckets.
career.
Hey,
You
Sean.
What?
Hey, Sean. I got to ask you. Since seeing you in that chair, do you smoke a pipe?
No! Come on! Pay
You gotta smoke
attention!
it.
I have to say this. Skip Bayless, whoa! That's about the worst thing you could ever say. Ortiz is having one of the best careers of his life. And he's hitting over 300. He's 7 away from tying Ted Williams for home runs, you dipshit. Shut your mouth. Without him, we never would have won those championships, bastard.
Here we go. Brownie, any thoughts on that, bud?
Next.
Next!
All right, here we go. This one's for Justin.
Get out.
In the chat room. All right, here we
Justin,
go.
you come in. I'll leave. I can't wait to hear this. I'm out of here. Hold on, Justin.
Okay, he's leaving. Okay, that's what he. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna bring in Namakan Sue's
Wait,
number
is this
one
a
fan in a
wrestling
minute.
Is this a
Hopefully,
wrestling?
got his equipment. No, this is a
Okay,
Miami
all right.
Dolphins.
Hey, let me ask you this: should we have Justin here for the wrestling quotes? Because Sean's not a big wrestling fan.
You know, I'll do
'cause
the
we should
wrestling
have
quotes
Justin
after
here
these.
for that. Sean's not a big wrestling fan.
What's up, buddy?
Justin?
You're at
What's up,
Bastion.
Brownie?
Hey,
What's up, Frank?
hey, Justin, how's the weather?
It's actually pretty sunny out right now. It was awful this weekend.
Yeah, well, you know what? It felt like Miami here this weekend. It
Yeah,
really did.
crazy.
All right, you ready for your Dolphins? You got this T-shirt going. Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that Jimmy Garoppolo is going to deflate the Miami
Really?
Dolphins this season.
Wow,
Yes.
that's so ignorant.
That's new to me.
Jimmy who?
God,
That's my response to you.
what a
Skip
name,
Bayless.
by
Jimmy
the way.
who?
Like, just because he's Tom Brady's mentor, just because he carries Tom Brady's balls and his
What? Carrie, what? What?
it is.
Carrie Tom Brady's what? What?
Good Crapolo. That's what I'm calling him, Sean.
Yeah, what's
Jimmy
Sean
Good
think about that?
Crapolo.
Garoppolo
How about
carries
that, you
Tom
rat
Brady's
bastard?
ball.
All right, let's
Yeah,
get
about
to some
time.
wrestling quotes, okay? Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that he would be in a better talent relations guy than Jim Ross.
I don't have anything to say.
Oh,
I know I'm supposed to say something, but
Why does he say this?
How can you spend over a decade on ESPN2 and not even have the guts or the courage to even go on ESPN, the original channel? Oh, that's right, because your show sucks ass. That's why. You don't know nothing about sports. You're a disgrace to the broadcasting business, and now you think you could run talent relations for wrestling? Go ahead.
you know what? If indeed that were to happen, the WWE would be done.
He wouldn't. Vince McMahon would not even allow him in the business at all because he's that stupid.
Yeah, he's the definition of Eugene. If Eugene was a sports broadcaster,
you know what?
it
Eugene
would be
could run the
Skip
WWE
Bayless.
better than.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he could run the WWE better than Skip. He could.
Heidenreich.
Oh yeah, Heidenreich. What's he up to these days?
He's following Michael Cole around.
What?
No, I'm
That's
kidding.
so sick. It's kind of gross.
Anyways.
Really. Talk about rainbow flag.
I know. I'm kidding. Tell him that. That's not. That was my idea. Anyways, Skippy Bayless said that Stone Cold Steve Austin is not a good actor.
He ain't.
It's a wrestling related one. So.
He isn't that great, but he will kick his ass.
Yeah, give him a Stone Cold Stunner.
Give him-
Yeah.
What?
Stone Cold Stunner.
What? Skip Bayless? What?
What?
I'll drink a beer. What? Tequila? What? Whiskey? What? Jameson? What?
What?
Beer. More beer.
You know, I gotta tell you,
Vodka from
that's
Walmart?
that's the
What?
most intense we have seen Brownie.
I heard.
Yeah, I
I
did.
hope Sean heard that.
What?
Vodka from Walmart. All right. Here we go. This is the last wrestling one. We'll bring Justin back in a couple minutes for the for the Extreme Rules stuff. Here we go. Skippy Bayless said that AJ Styles
Oh my
should go back to
Oh
bingo
dear
halls.
Lord, that quote. Okay, you know what? I'm
God.
not gonna leave because Sean may come back. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave.
All right, go ahead. Frank.
Does he
I-
even
I-
watch
I-
wrestling? Like, actually?
We gotta.
This is just pathetic.
Skip doesn't care at all.
This guy should have been in the WWE 10 years ago.
Wait.
Jeez.
Who's this? Wait, who should have been in the WWE 10 years ago?
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. Go ahead.
Skip Bayless. I remember you saying one time one of your favorite wrestlers was Simon Dean. That shows how much you know about wrestling.
Oh my
I'm in
God.
Dean.
Jackass.
He's not even around anymore.
Hey, wasn't Simon Dean part of the
Wait, we're talking about
BWO or
it,
something?
are you talking about in WCW, the Blue World Order at the time of the NWO?
Oh my god.
Or ECW, that was ECW.
Nova. Yeah. ECW, that was who he was. Anyways, how fitting. Skip Bayless has the same hair as Simon Dean. That makes a lot of sense. Anyways, Justin, I wanted to get your quick thoughts on my rant earlier for the Roman Reigns stuff.
I loved
before
it.
we
It was
let
on
you
point.
go.
It was exactly what I thought too of last night. The crowd was awful. They were not gonna stop chanting "You suck" and you still suck. It was disrespectful. It is just an awful, ignorant.
Shades of attitude.
Fitting of a New Jersey crowd filled with Nimrods and fake New Yorkers. Yeah, I said it. Fake, tough New Yorkers. Pussies. Anyways, Justin, we'll bring you back
All
on
right.
in a couple of minutes, bud, all right? Thank you. All right, Walmart boy, come back in.
Well, I call him Swanee Boy.
Walmart
Swanee boy.
I heard. Every time a Walmart thing is addressed, it's
What are you doing?
Gilbert.
Gil.
Gilbert.
Does anyone remember Gilbert?
Justin said Sean has Cinderella slippers.
Look, they are actually.
Bro, man, take your feet
come
away,
on.
man. I don't want to throw up.
They're actually
on,
Patriot
man.
slippers. There you go.
Hey, are those slippers deflated?
No, they're not deflated. I got it for Christmas last year. You remember Christmas, a time that everybody looked forward to.
Hey, Sean, if I were to go into Walmart where you live, do they sell Patriots apparel?
No. Do that.
Hey, Alex, to answer your question, no, because as Vince Russo's writing was as bad in WCW as it was for TNA. No. TNA is as bad as WCW Thunder back in the day, and I feel bad that I have to cover that crap every Tuesday, man. It's brutal. It is
Thunder was probably the
god-awful.
worst show in the history of pro wrestling.
Yeah, give me some Judy Bagwell on the pole matches while we're at it. Yeah, Vince Russo to say to WWE, kiss my ass, IWC. Anyways, next Skippy code. Here we go. Skip Bale said that
Is that good?
my Pittsburgh Pirates should trade for Pablo.
There you go.
Oh! The
That would help.
Pirates are going to the Pittsburgh Pirates!
Yes, he's going to the Pirates. Oh no!
All right, now, if Panda wants to go to the Pirates, I'd welcome it, because then the Red Sox would get great players in exchange for the trade deadline. It would,
You're not getting Garrett Cole, so don't get your hopes up.
That would help out. That would make a big difference.
Hey, this is real life. This is not
What do
fantasy
you mean
trade
fantasy?
drafts.
When fantasy happens,
It's not MLB The Show where you can put any player you want on any team.
fantasy means that the dreams do come true.
Hey Sean, did you know Pablo Sandoval once walked in? Hey Sean, did you know Pablo Sandoval once walked into a Taco Bell and everybody in the Taco Bell was running? They were all ready for the border when he came there.
You never know. This is probably going to require a boot. But the Panda could even go to the Chicago Cubs or the Chicago.
God.
No, Pablo Sandoval.
Enough. And I did that for the snowman. Rat bastard. X! Skippy Bayless said that the Pittsburgh Penguins HBK line is done.
Oh boy, if Wes was here, I would love to see what Wes's reaction would be.
Actually, no, I did see the end of that game because the Cubs-Giants game had ended. That game went to overtime.
Hey, I wonder if Wes is no longer a fan of
Oh,
Shawn
he
Michaels
probably-
after that. They lost.
I have to say, Wes was probably heartbroken. He probably didn't want anybody to talk to him after last night's game because he always says every year a Pittsburgh team's going to come out on top and win a championship.
It would probably be done for the Penguins to bring a wrestler in on the day of a WWE pay-per-view. Maybe if he did it another night, maybe he would have won the game.
You know what he's going to end up saying? He's going to say something like this, Wes will. Oh, well, the Penguins lost. Now I've got the Pirates and the Steelers to look forward to. And don't forget, we are family.
Yeah. You are
Yeah, we're not family here.
bastard.
We're just rat bastards.
I'll never forget times when Wes was putting on We Are Family, the song on Josh's wall and on Jeff's wall. And on my wall, I'd be like,
Hey, you remember when he tried to call me a Cub fan?
And you got pissed off at that. He says, I'm a White Sox fan, damn it.
Dumbass. Anyways.
Now let's get to the next quote.
I'm sure
Gosh, we got to get to the next quote here.
Skippy Bale said that the MLB All-Star Game should be at Yankee
It already
Stadium
was.
this year.
Well, it was at the old one a few years ago.
Shut the hell up. It already was there the last year in existence with the Yankee Stadium. Why? Because, they're winning this year. Big freaking deal. They're 13-6 in their last 19 games. Who gives a shit? They still fucking suck, dipshit, just like you. Yeah.
Oh, Sean gets upset. It's
Classic.
gold. Here we go. This one's going to get Sean upset. Skippy Bale said that Buster Posey?
What's
his last name? Yeah, there you go. Buster Posey is a better catcher than Carlton Fisk.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, he does have more championships than Fisk, though. But go ahead, Sean.
How dare you say that about Carlton Fisk? I have a Carlton Fisk picture in my room and a baseball card of Carlton Fisk. You done shit. He was a good catcher.
Isn't this classic?
Waving
Yes,
ball
it is.
fair. Dumb
No,
idiot.
By the way, don't forget this year's All-Star Game is going to be at Petco Park in San Diego this year.
That's the first time. Actually, the first time since 1992 that San Diego has hosted the All-Star Game.
Good fact.
Yeah. And there's nothing really interesting about San Diego, so I wish them the best of
There's
luck.
the Pacific Ocean. There's SeaWorld, the Pacific Ocean in San Diego.
What about the
The
zoo?
only good thing about San Diego is seeing Cleveland from Nikki
about the-
Bella. That's
Don't
it.
forget don't forget the zoo is in San Diego.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it
Right,
is.
we know.
Here we go. Next one. Skippy Bayless said that he's a better broadcaster than Vince Scully.
That is bullshit.
That's
You're
not
right.
bullshit.
Frank just left, and I think Browning's going to leave too.
No,
Better?
I'll stay.
That's disrespectful.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to
What?
say. Vince
I don't even
Scully's
feel
a
like coming back
legend.
after that one. Why am I even here?
Vin Scully has been calling games for a long time that you've been an
1950.
analyst, and you've been and you'll
Correct.
he's been the guy that's been like the voice of the Dodgers back when they used to be called the Brooklyn
Yes.
Dodgers, back when Jackie Robinson and Duke Snyder
Vince
and
Scully,
some of the other.
you know what?
Huh?
He just doesn't like the fact that he's not a national treasure like Vince Scully.
He's an idiot.
Mhm.
Oh, we gotta figure that out.
Yeah. Skippy Bayless said that the Red Sox should trade David Ortiz and bring in Randall Simon.
Screw you, Skip Bayless.
Yeah, I
Remember Randall
he played with the
Simon?
Cubs, but do you remember what he did with the Pirates when they were in Milwaukee? He took the bat, one of the
Yes.
sausages.
Yes.
Obviously, Skip Bayless, you've got something against David Ortiz. The guy has won 3 championships, you fucking idiot. I've been watching every game that he's played, and he's been one of the best clutch hitters in the game. 04 ALCS.
The vaudevillians?
Yeah, and then he had a walk-off. Let's see, he was a 688 batter and the World Series MVP. Shut the fuck up, you fucking idiot. God, it's so stupid.
Oh, man. Hey, by the way, Walmart Boy, can you share the show on social media the last 30 seconds?
That fucking angers me, dipshit.
You need a break anyway. So
Well, it's
do your
stupid.
thing. All right, Brownie, this one's for you.
This was for me.
Brownie, I
Brown,
apologize for this
you're
next
ready.
one. Me. Skippy Bell said that my
Zzz, zzz.
Philadelphia Eagles should bring back Terrell
Hey, there you go.
Owens. There he goes.
Hey, does anybody want to join our show? There's an
Anybody.
opening. Oops, too bad. It's
Here
been
he goes.
he's back.
That is awful, Justin.
I was saying that's
ahead.
horrible. I would not want to
I like the way he said
Right.
terrible. I like the way you said it, Brownie.
Go ahead, Brownie.
Terrell Owens, you should not be coming back to the Eagles after you lost in the Super Bowl in 05 from that year. And then
Yeah.
and then tracked into the media and said, do your push-ups and sit-ups. Oh, get over it. You should not come back at all.
Theo
No.
goes to Philadelphia Eagles. That's hysterical. I just love hearing Browning's reaction.
Oh, I gotta look.
Oh, here we go.
Quote. I wonder who wants
Just
to
say
react
it,
first
just
to
say
this. I bet
Just read
Sean
it.
probably will. Skippy Bale said that LeBron's a better athlete on the court than Larry
Hey, there you
Bird.
go. That's for you, Shawnee.
There he goes.
Here, I'll do it. Yeah, we don't need aggravation on this show.
Hey, man, you don't listen, don't you? Jesus Christ.
Who's the Nimrod that first kicked me off the air first? Frank?
Yeah, don't worry, he
Who's
kicked
supposed
me
to do
off.
that?
Don't worry, the glory hump kicked me off.
All right, then you learn your lesson. A better player than Larry Bird. Larry Bird was never drama. Larry Bird saved the NBA. Did LeBron ever save the NBA? No, he didn't.
He made it worse.
Larry Bird did not ruin the NBA. He was not drama. All he cared about was winning MVPs and championships, you dipshit.
By the way, my apologies. I got to say, my apologies, Shawnee, for kicking you off. But you can understand, I know there's a couple weeks left for school for children, but some of the children may actually have cut school to listen to us.
The children are at school.
Exactly.
Some probably have cut to listen to us.
No.
Yeah. By the way, I said athlete, Sean, not player. He's talking about the way LeBron moves and stuff.
Well, he's full of shit anyway. Good grief. Woo,
That's funny,
boy.
man. Oofa. It was all that I can do. All right, here we go. Next one. Skippy Bayless said, look at this cough virus.
Justin, I saw that, Justin.
Skippy Bayless said he's the Bob Costas of sports talk shows.
That just made no sense. Yeah,
Browning,
right?
look at Browning, he just left.
that comment just made no sense.
Why, Skip Bayless? Because you debate with people? That's
No,
why?
Skip Bayless, I can tell you something that you don't, and that is every time on MLB Network when a game is played, Bob Costas is very good about knowing his sports facts because he actually does the research. He has been around a lot longer than you. He's called more games. I have a lot of respect for Bob Costas, more than I do you, numbnut.
Yeah, Bob Costas knows more about baseball than I do, and I consider myself to know a lot. But Bob Costas, my
That's
goodness,
incredible. I was watching a Red Sox Yankee game a couple weeks ago, and boy, did he know facts about it. It's like, wow.
this guy. I mean, I'll tell you, he's a walking baseball encyclopedia.
Okay, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that the 2000 Yankees are the greatest baseball team of
How
all
about
time.
1998? They won over 100 games in '98.
That's his opinion.
I'm saying '98 was better.
World Series was the most boring World Series I ever saw when they won their 26th. And what's worst of all, they sticked it to us. Me, as a Red Sox fan, I hated it. It sucked, okay?
Me.
You know what? I disagree with you. I would have to say 04 Red Sox is better than the 2000.
Hey, Sean, I don't know if you know this guy or not, but you sounded like Taz right there. It's all about me. I'm kidding. All right, here we go. Let's go to the next. Before Sean boots me off the air. Here we go. Skip Bayless said that my New England Patriots will lose to my
So this is the divisional one.
Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. There you go.
The thing is, Skip, Patriots will be farther ahead than Dallas. They will be in the playoffs, and they'll be in the Super Bowl. Dallas will not even see the Super Bowl. They will be on the beach or playing golf.
They won't even see the wild card game either.
Yeah, they'll be on the beach or playing golf, idiot. Good grief, you really pissed me off today, Skip.
All right, the last Skippy quote is the divisional quote.
It is?
Frank. This is for Mize.
Oh,
All right,
this
there you go. me. All right, here we go. You like that shot, don't you? All right, here we go. Skippy Bayless said that my Cleveland Browns will win the AFC North over my Baltimore Ravens, my
Come on, there's one more.
Cincinnati Bengals, and my Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, that is a very laughable quote. That one would just make me almost close to pissing my pants there with that.
What?
I'm just laughing so hard. The Browns, honestly, the Browns haven't even been to the playoffs.
Pants, dude. You're sick, dude. Get help.
You know what? Shut up, Frank. The Browns have been even better. The Browns haven't even been good since the Brady Co-Star days in the late 80s. And, of course, they haven't been big since the Jim Brown days. The Browns are not even a good team. They're not going to do very well. oh, the Browns are going to be good because I got Archie.
But what about the Draft Day movie, Sean? Come on, Kevin Costner, yeah, the new champ.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Hey, by the
was
way,
terrible.
the Browns have the one of the guys from Moneyball. You know, the guy with the sabermetrics crap or whatever.
Billy Bean.
And not
No, the
remind
other
me
guy.
about that. Wow.
By the way, I just gotta say it was amazing seeing Seth Rollins back in the
Yes.
WWE.
Yes.
On that note, we're gonna wrap the Skippy Bayless Bash Shower. By the way, Browning kills it every week with his Blab pictures. Yeah, Jonah Hill. There you go. The guy who played Jonah Hill played in the Moneyball.
What's he gonna fake with that?
Yeah, for the
Browning
Browns.
is very, very creative with his profile pictures.
Yes, I am.
All right, Sean, we're gonna let you go and bring Mr. Hill back.
All
in.
right, I got to get a little breakfast. That'll work fine for me. Here we
Yeah,
go.
enjoy.
Frank, bye-bye.
We'll bring you back in 20 minutes.
Yeah, enjoy.
Oh, my boy.
Maybe 15. Who knows?
Maybe never.
Here we go. By the way, everybody follow Justin here on Blab. Only 7 followers. That's some grade A homogenized Holstein bullshit.
Holstein, what?
Hey, did you like the Bash Shower?
Yeah, it was
That was
fun. Sean's reaction was priceless.
Yeah, that's what makes the best sound.
phenomenal.
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 Yeah, Brownie, that was pretty
Alright.
cool, dude.
Thank you.
Browning, when do you start bowling again?
I'll probably bowl today.
Just today, just for the hell of it?
Yeah, just for the heck of it.
For Raw?
Wait, are you gonna go in the basement and set up those like kiddie bowling pins and all that?
No, I got a bowl now and out bowl too because it's not too far from me.
You're not gonna bowl during Raw tonight.
No.
Whatever you do, Browning, if you want to enjoy Raw, I say this to everybody: have your headphones on, listen to music or podcasts, and you don't have to listen to the commentary. I do that every week, and I enjoy Raw as it is. I'll put the thing on when it's an in-ring Pro Bowl or something. But besides that, when the match is going on, I just watch and have music going on. That's all I have to do.
I can't stand JBL. That's commentary. God.
He was awful last night. That commentary was awful.
Should he be on Wall Street?
When isn't it terrible?
Brian was
Should
okay.
he be on Wall Street?
Byron wasn't that bad
No.
last night.
No.
Oh, God. Cole, man, you're killing me. Oh, is that a forearm? Of course it's a forearm.
Oh man, I remember that. I was marking out so hard. I was so angry when he was mentioning that.
Well, he's a dumbass. Hey, Byron, is that a forearm?
Hey, by the way,
No, it's an arm drag.
Gluey Hump, I got some big Chicago TV news.
What is it? Go ahead.
Okay. By the way, I'm reading this. The CW network is changing affiliates in Chicago from WGN to WPWR.
Whoa.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah, that comes as a shock to me. I'm just hearing about this.
That's. I didn't expect to see that coming.
So WGN is going to be independent again, I would assume.
Correct.
I'm happy they're getting rid of that.
Phenomenal.
I agree. Very phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
By the way, Steve Stone, not phenomenal.
Steve Stone is phenomenal. What do you got against Steve
No, it's
Stone?
not. He's boring. He's an old baseball commentator. You guys can figure out who he is. Anyways, going back to commentary, they're brutal, man. It's a crime that JR is not commentating these matches.
The King needs to be on Raw.
You guys do not realize how much better and realize what I see on the TV as what's going on right now if you had JR in commentary.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't understand how much the commentary affects how the show presented. F the booking, F the creative crap that doesn't mean anything. That stuff is so subjective. Look at how many times they had rematches in the Attitude Era, but JR got you interested in those matches. It's about the commentary. They're your narrators for these matches to have you care. If they have no interest or not going to try in the match, why should you care about the matches going on? Hell, the crowd can only do so much. Hell, the wrestlers could only do so much. You need to. That's why I enjoy freaking SmackDown more than Raw. Because Mauro Ranallo's the man.
Mm-hmm.
I used to enjoy SmackDown more than Raw. I mean, I used to enjoy Raw more than SmackDown because Raw was live. SmackDown was always taped.
All right, let's talk about the big thing that happened last night. I'm not going to go full blow by blow because I'm going to save it for my podcast this week with Adam Daly. By the way, if you guys haven't checked out my wrestling podcast with Adam Daly on iTunes, you need to check it out. The man, my guy is he's awesome. I mean, I have fun hosting the show or whatever, but he's the real deal. We have some really interesting stuff that you don't hear on the other podcasts as well. So it's a lot of fun. And I don't need to brag about my so-called sources I have backstage to give the stuff that comes through my head, by the way. But that's neither here or there. You know who I'm talking about, Justin.
Yeah.
Anyways, stop it. Here we go. Quick thoughts around the table. Justin and Browning. Frank, you didn't see Seth Rollins when you started watching again because he was out with an injury.
I'll say this: he's pretty talented.
Yeah,
Seth Rollins is very talented, and he has really helped. Kind of, I would say, I'll be honest. This might start to be a renaissance in terms of popularity for the WWE.
Everybody's calling the CrossFit Jesus. It's not a bad thing. I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I saw some of the pay-per-view last night. I wouldn't say phenomenal, but I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, you guys have to understand, Frank's a big ECW mark, and it's been a while since he's watched a lot of wrestling. So he's kind of getting back into it.
Guys, let me tell you this. I'm an ECW fan. I'm a Monday Night Wars fan. I'm an Attitude Era fan. I'm an NWO fan. I'm a DX fan. I'm from that particular time of pro wrestling.
Oh, by the way, Frank, Seth Rollins is a Bears fan, so
yeah, I knew that.
All right, Justin, how about you, buddy? What was your thoughts when you saw Rollins come out? Because everybody's, I saw the reports. I didn't look into it. I was like, I'll believe it when I see it, type of thing. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, something that I thought.
What was your thought on how the show closed the last night?
I was very happy with Seth Rollins returning. Like, he is one of the most relevant superstars on the programming. He is one of my favorites right now, and I can't wait to see him in the feud with Roman Reigns.
You have to do it, right? That's the only way you can do it,
exactly.
Right? I mean, do you want to drag it out? I just didn't think it would be the best thing for him to go into a Money in the Bank match when he was just coming off an ACL injury. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Hell, you could do that in a video game, but this is real life, people. Browning, how about you, buddy? What was your thoughts on
Oh man, it was said when everyone was standing up, I was like, what's going on? And then when Seth Rollins came, I was like, it's Seth freaking Rollins! I was barking out the whole way last night when I saw him. Oh my god! Oh, that was.
Hey Alex, I disagree with you. I mean, the more top guys in the main roster, as far as the main event scene, the better. You can't just have 3 or 4 guys.
No.
You have, the good thing about these guys coming back is the fact that throughout the summer and the fall, you have new matches and feuds that nobody's seen before, especially with a lot of the new guys that are on the roster right now. I'm interested. Honestly, I said on the podcast last week, I would like to see Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton feud against each other when they come back on screen.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. You don't have to have Orton back in the title picture. You could do something like that, and people will be interested in Orton and Wyatt. Brock is Brock. We'll see what he does. I'm sure he'll get into a match with somebody. Cena's coming back next Monday on Raw for Memorial Day. By the way, I thought it was a good choice with Rusev getting back the U.S. title last night. Very good match with Kalisto last night, by the way. The way he's doing the accolade, I loved it better than he did back in the day, man.
I was very tired of Rusev for the past couple months, but now he's been starting to rise, and I'm starting to like him again.
Rusev, my God.
Yeah, and the good thing with him and Lana being back together, hey, you don't have to go fully back to the Cena Rusev 3-month program. But I don't think he's negatively affected if he loses the U.S. title to Cena next week. Rusev could get into another feud. I think he could hold his own. I think it's more important for everybody to have Lana back with Rusev as a dominant force than part of the League of Injuries.
I think Apollo Crews and him should have a nice feud.
Yes.
That would be very nice.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, a little number one contender thing. Why not?
Exactly.
John Cena, like Alex said with the U.S. Open Challenge thing, is another good addition for Raw.
Hey, did you guys like the bump tags with Jericho last night?
Yes.
Oh, man.
That was awesome.
I wanted Jericho.
I thought-
to win.
They don't call Extreme
I
Rules for
thought-
nothing.
Yeah, I thought they could take away like 8 or 9 minutes from the match. I thought the match was a little bit too long, but I didn't think it was horrible as everybody was making it out to be on social media. It's just a tough place to be in where you are following a great 4-way match that the crowd was spent after that match was
guys,
over.
let me ask
So
you this.
I just thought that was bad match placing right there. I didn't have a problem with the match. I just thought
Guys,
it went a
let me
little bit
ask you
too
this.
long.
Could you imagine if social media had existed during the Monday Night Wars era? I mean, could you imagine the WWF fans going at it against the WCW fans? I mean, you would have Twitter wars left and right between fans of Raw and
God.
it would be. It would be complete insanity.
Yeah. Wrestling fans have the mentality of Chicago sports fans. It's the end of the world. It's doom and gloom.
It's doom.
What do you think of Cody Rhodes?
They're so insecure. Cody Rhodes, I mean, look, if he did, I always had the feeling that Cody Rhodes didn't want to be there. You can see in old documentaries where he always talked about how WCW was a better way of how to conduct the wrestling business and all that stuff. Yeah. Look, WWE has their way of doing it, and if you don't want to be there,
let me tell you
then
something.
be there.
When Ted Turner formed WCW, he says, we're in the wrestling business, as billionaire Ted would say. The wrestling business. Yeah. You know what Vince McMahon said? We're not in the wrestling business. We're in the sports entertainment business.
Yep. Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah, they have the license to do what they want. Why be stuck on a old thing? I mean, the only good thing about pro wrestling is Ring of Honor and Lucha Underground. That's it. I mean, yeah, you have New Japan, but when you want like strict pro wrestling, it's just Ring of Honor and Lucha Underground.
You should see what they do. You should see what they do in Japan. They make
I do, man.
They make ECW look. They make ECW look like a first grade class.
Really?
They do.
Wow.
Some of these matches they do. Trust me, Justin. You ought to go on YouTube and check out some of these matches.
Yeah, he's talking some of those FMW shows, those really extreme Japan wrestling shows.
They are insane. I would love to see one of those in person.
Yeah, so back to your point about the Jericho thing, Justin. I enjoyed the match. I just thought it was bad placing on the show. Like, you could have put the Divas match or the tag title match in between that, and then you could have went on from there. But
Here,
it's whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
I'll give you a sample. I'll send you a YouTube video. Justin, take a look at this on your own time.
All right.
Other stuff on the pay-per-view you guys enjoyed or not enjoyed?
Yeah,
go ahead.
I did enjoy Charlotte winning again, but
I'm 50-50 on the thing. I mean, I am. I mean, she's good. I mean, she looks like a champion.
Mm-hmm.
She should be the champion. My thing is, you had a perfect opportunity to have her get away from Rick. And who knows, maybe that could happen tonight where Dana is under her tutelage in a way. Like, Charlotte will be looking out for Dana Brooke instead of Ric Flair looking out for her. Maybe that was the point of what happened. I don't know. I thought the match was kind of short, to be honest with you. I'm not mad that Charlotte won. I just thought the match was too short.
I was very upset how the match was just not that great. I thought it was going to be a very solid and a long match. I thought it was going to go over at least 10 minutes.
Yeah, I thought the match was short. I didn't think it was bad. What they were doing in the ring was fine, but it was a little bit too short. But, well, the way the New Day's reaction they got during the promo was...
and that were kind of kept on buffering and stuff, but it was all right.
Mm-hmm. The New Day is awesome. I don't feel like they need the tag team titles anymore, but they're great with or without the titles. But
I thought the Villains was going to win it last night. I actually thought.
Me too. I heard something about the Y family versus the Club.
That would be really interesting.
I didn't hear about that.
Like Bray Wyatt versus AJ Styles on their own, and then whenever Harper comes back, you have Harper and Rowan against Anderson and Gallows. Like something like that. That's not a bad idea, actually.
No, it's an amazing idea, especially for the SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Frank, have you ever watched the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, or do you know what Money in the Bank is?
No, I know what Money in the Bank is, and I saw it. When was the first year it came out? Like 06 or something around then?
05.
05.
Yeah. I thought it was 05. I saw
that was the WrestleMania one, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing Money in the Bank. And, of course, Money in the Bank initially was the match that if you won it at the pay-per-view before actually, you win it you could get a title match for 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can cash in whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool concept.
Yeah, Chris Jericho came up with it.
Still doing it.
I forgot. Who won the first Money in the Bank match?
It was Edge.
Edge? Okay.
Edge, yeah.
Yeah, Edge won it, WrestleMania won, and then RVD won the second one.
Didn't Jericho win one of the years?
No.
I thought, all right, my mistake.
It's kind of funny. He created the match and he lost. Just like
That's what I'm thinking about. About.
I still like Jericho no matter what.
You stupid idiot! I love it when he's like the referee. You're gonna get it, you stupid idiot! He saw that when he sliced into there.
You know, I was saying this. Jericho, and I know you were there, Bluey Hump, but Jericho had one of the best debuts in WWF history in August of 1999 when he came out and interviewed Dwayne and interrupted Dwayne.
That was the first Raw I ever went to. 5 years old. That was the first Raw I ever went to.
By the way, that was not 3. By the way, I disagree with Dwayne. That was not 3 boring minutes. Those are actually 3 cool minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
What was the match of the night for you guys?
I thought it was Roman and AJ. To be honest, I'm not taking anything away from the 4-way match. I loved it. I thought that was gold, and I think it's a great thing for the division. And I'm happy that Miz retained the title. Even though I picked Cesaro, I'm happy Miz retained.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for what it did, growing momentum for Raw and going forward through Money in the Bank, that's what I looked to. And I think Roman and AJ had the best match tonight, and they had the most emotion in the match as well.
How about you, Brownie?
You see how the table didn't break with AJ landing on it? The table just fell.
Yeah,
like
power bomb. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My favorite match was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn match and stuff. I wanted Kevin Owens to win, but Miz retained it. He was.
Yeah,
lucky bastard. He is a lucky bastard too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Miz has become so good. He's just been amazing. I'm so glad he has the IC title on him.
Like, look at the match he's been having for the last 3 to 4 months, man. The guy, to say he's not a good wrestler, that's some bullshit.
He's in gold. He's amazing.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll call him awesome yet, but he is good. He is good. Any final things about Extreme Rules? Overall, enjoyed the show. Not
bad.
Overall,
Not bad.
I enjoyed it.
Solid B+.
Yeah, I think I gave it a solid B too. Browning, how about you?
I'll give it a B too. It was really good.
Like, I wasn't expecting the Extreme Rules to be WrestleMania worthy. I mean, it's the second pay-per-view in May. I mean, all these pay-per-views are going to be off the charts, but I thought they served their purpose, and I'm really interested to see what they're going to do for Money in the Bank this year, because that pay-per-view is always
I love that.
phenomenal.
Las Vegas.
Phenomenal.
It's Las Vegas, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, the home of the Las Vegas Aces, yeah.
Wow. Oh, man.
Hey, guys, you know what we need to do? I'll tell you what we ought to do. We ought to create a match. We should. We ought to create a concept match and send it to the WWE.
That'd be fun.
Correct.
That would be fun. Yeah.
We could charge them. Hey, we can charge them for it.
Now, here's the thing.
That would
You
be
have Raw.
phenomenal.
You have Raw have a match on Raw before his match with Reigns, or you have them go a couple weeks on the mic, because I'd rather see him cut promos than
Exactly. Yep.
have meaningless TV matches.
Yeah, promos or matches easily.
All right.
Do you see They have a ladder match at Money in the Bank for the WWE title.
Maybe I could see that. I mean, Ambrose and Rollins had it last year. That ladder match. My thing is for the women. I think we could have Charlotte versus Paige next.
Okay,
that's where I see that going. Miz and Stark keep doing their thing. I think Owens and Zayn are going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So that's the cool thing about this feud with Owens and Zayn. They can keep going on in months and months, but they're in multiple persons, so the feud's not boring. Like, they don't have the one-on-one grudge match every pay-per-view.
Right.
There's some good things in the horizons, Pete. We got Orton come back. We got Cena, Wyatt, Neville's coming back soon.
Man. This summer,
it's a good time to be a fan.
Yep.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
It's getting better. I'm saying this. I've been away from the product, but it's starting to get better.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And I don't think a lot of people want to see matches with hammer locks and sleeper holds every other sequence anymore. No. So you could call it tumbling if you want, but
you know what I get?
Getting a reaction from the crowd.
You know what I miss, guys? I missed the hardcore title.
The hardcore.
Dude, that was awesome. Remember the rules were 24/7.
They should have that for SmackDown.
Bring back the hardcore title.
Oh God.
That was insane.
I mean, it could be. Listen, it could be 2 a.m. and you still had to defend it.
Crash Holly having it all the time on him.
Yeah. Hey, wasn't Gerald Briscoe hardcore champion?
Oh yeah, he was.
Pat Patterson.
Was that SmackDown?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Crash Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does anybody miss Crash?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Crash Holly. Did he choke in his own vomit? Did he choke in his own vomit?
I don't know.
What he did.
He should be in the Hall of Fame. My opinion.
Crash. You know what? I'll put him in there.
I'd say somewhere down row, maybe. I mean,
I know
everybody likes to go. I know everybody rips the Coco Beware decision, but who knows? Justin, any final words for us before we bring the Walmart boy back in?
Just, I'm very excited to see Raw tonight. Very excited to see Rollins, and I can't wait for the Shane McMahon and Mick Foley podcast. That's going to be very
that's
fun
tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's tonight.
Guys, where's Raw tonight?
Tonight is where is it at? In
where it is.
Philly?
Yes.
Philly, I think it's in Philly. Yep.
That makes sense.
Oh no, it's in Baltimore. Yeah,
wow.
Alex got it right. It's in Baltimore.
I'm surprised. They're going through Philly, but they're going down to Baltimore.
No,
That's
they
good.
were in Jersey last night, so they.
I know it's a short drive. It is a short drive.
Outback.
Woo, woo, woo.
All right, Justin, tell everybody where they can find you on Twitter.
At I am Justin Hill.
I am Justin Hill, and follow Justin here on Blab as well. Thanks for coming on, buddy. We appreciate it.
New Day Rock.
Justin.
Thanks for having me.
Day rocks.
You're the man.
Patriots suck too.
Here we
sorry.
go.
All right, here we go. Come on, Walmart boy. It's your turn to come back in.
Unless he's still in it.
Wrap up the show in the bang.
Hey, should we ask him how his breakfast was?
Yeah.
Let's ask him.
The only reason why I was laughing is because Greg
I have a question. Was there vodka in that coffee?
that was hot
What the hell
chocolate.
are you doing?
I was drinking hot chocolate. Come on.
Was there vodka in it?
Sure you were.
Oh, I was running. Shut your yeah. But I have to say, Frank, vodka in it.
Was the hot chocolate inflated?
Cinderella slippers. You. Oh, gosh.
Hey, Sean,
What?
was the hot chocolate deflated?
Ah! Good one,
Jack.
Brody.
No, it was good hot chocolate. It's cold out here.
Hey, was the coffee deflated?
I have a question. Was it Swiss Miss?
It was hot chocolate, not Swiss Miss. It was hot cocoa mix.
Swiss Miss is hot chocolate.
There wasn't nobody spying on your coffee, right? No Spygate either.
Cut it out. Seriously, I had light cereal and I had a cup of hot chocolate when I wake up.
Hot cocoa.
Hey, let me ask you this.
I hate Sean.
Did you eat Life cereal? Is one of your idols of all time, one of your big idols? Is it Mikey from the Life cereal commercials?
Oh no!
Sure.
Yeah, I bet you two could go to Guam and enjoy watching that crap.
No, dude, he can't come to Guam with us when his country goes south. Hey, but you know what, Browning? You're invited. Hey, Browning, you're invited to come to Guam with us.
Oh, great. No. Then I got to now I have to see it as the shit trap.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the spoken word, shall we?
Yeah, about time.
I'll go.
All right.
The word is like this. This is the fun and ball busting we have every day when we do the sports drive. I mean, as I said, we get better every day when we do it and stuff too. And just try to remind everybody to enjoy the show and enjoy coming out and listening to us. Thanks to the new people who came out today. And, of course, Justin, it's always great with your humor, and Browning and Frank and Josh. I mean, these guys are great people I'm working with. You know, we got a realization, and we need to realize that we will take this thing far, and we will take it big. We already are now. We just got to keep taking it day at a time. We keep getting better every time we do. I've got things to improve on. Browning's got things to improve on. So does Frank. So does Josh. I mean, it's nothing like negative, but we all have things we got to work on to continue to keep getting better. Point is that the reason why we do the show is, like we said, we try to get people away from all the negativity, toxic drama, stuff going on in the news, just all the stuff that goes on. I mean, we don't need it. We want to bring laughter. And that's what we really do every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, since we started on February 29th. So we continue to keep enjoying it. I mean, try to get away from everything going on in the world. Because, I mean, right now, things are really, really scary right now. We got a lot of tension with Russia and with China and North Korea. I hate to bring it up, but it really, really are. They're getting scarier by the minute. And, of course, we're dealing with a critical presidential election. So it's like what we try to do is get everybody away from everything that's going on. Just come out and have fun and just have some great sports talk and make sure that everybody is doing okay. There's high optimism. Everybody's upbeat, they're positive, and that they got high self-esteem and high self-confidence for doing the show. You don't want people with low confidence or low self-esteem or low confidence, because then that's going to give somebody a hint and say, boy, very enthused. Something must be really bothering him. I mean, that's what's important about it.
Right.
And that's my spoken word.
Browning.
My spoken word is it was a great show today. The Bad Shower was even great with Sean, with the Skippy Bad Shower with Sean's Red Sox and everything. I'll be quiet. This is my spoken word. Anyway, it's a great show every week except for Wednesdays.
Yeah, Wednesdays are off days. The hump dirt.
Hump day!
Oh, hey Billy, how's your weekend? No,
we're not gonna go with that, buddy.
All right, Big Win, how about you, buddy?
Yeah, you know what? Enjoyment. I enjoyed you guys very much, and what a great way to cap off the week. Enjoyment.
Yes. We have the original crew of the Sports Drive, Walmart Boy, Big Win, and myself. Glad we had Brownie here to join us today. Justin did a great job as well. Want to thank Alex for hanging out with us for the entire show. We appreciate it, bud. Yeah, we appreciate your support, man. If you know anybody that's big sports fans or wrestling fans, bring them on to the show, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
My spoken word goes like this. Be the authentic product that is yourself.
Amen.
If there's anything we said or anger or rants really that offend you, I'm sorry. It's our opinions. Like I said at the beginning of the show, there is vulgar language, so I don't have to apologize for that. That's on you for not paying attention. But I do want to say this. Enjoy your week. Just because it's Monday doesn't mean you can't be happy. It doesn't mean you have to be a miserable prick because it's Monday. I think that's a lame excuse to live by. I got the case of the Mondays. That's stupid. You just find a reason to be mad because, you have to go back to work. Hey, this is work, but we're having fun. So we're doing what we do to make ourselves happy and have some fun. By the way, send our condolences to Pablo Sandoval's career. We wish him the best in his future endeavors. Make sure to follow the Big Win at Twitter at Big Win Frank. Follow Browning at Browning Master Walmart Boy. Sean Man ASN. I'm the Gluey Hump. You can follow me at WC Josh Lopez. Check out my play-by-play articles on WrestlingZone.com. It's the best in the business because I don't copy and paste. Period. Here we go. Thank you guys again. We'll have the replay up on my Twitter account. We'll have it on the show's Twitter account at the sports_drive. Follow that, please. We need to get that up to 100 very, very soon. So thank you, everybody, for checking out the show, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Great day, and don't work too hard.
Well, enjoy Raw tonight, you rat bastards. Peace.